Binary oppositions, a concept deeply ingrained in structuralist and post-structuralist theory, refer to pairs of related terms or concepts that are opposite in meaning. This idea is fundamental in understanding how many thinkers, particularly in fields such as linguistics, anthropology, psychology, and philosophy, conceptualize differences in human thought and culture. It was significantly developed by Claude Lévi-Strauss in anthropology and Roland Barthes in literary theory, and later critically re-examined in post-structuralism, especially by Jacques Derrida. In structuralism, binary oppositions are seen as a basic organizer of human philosophy, culture, and language. Levi-Strauss, for example, identified pairs such as raw, cooked, and nature, culture as universal binaries that structure human understanding. These oppositions often reflect a hierarchical relationship, where one term is privileged over the other. This hierarchy is culturally constructed and is indicative of deeper social and ideological values. Binary oppositions represent a way of thinking that categorizes concepts, objects, and identities into two distinct and opposing groups, like good, evil, male, female, and rational, emotional. These binaries are not just linguistic pairs, but are deeply embedded in cultural narratives and ideologies. They shape perceptions and social structures, often reinforcing power dynamics and social norms. Typically, one side of the binary is seen as superior or more valued, such as male over female or culture over nature, reflecting underlying power relations and biases. Post-structuralists, especially Derrida, critiqued the concept of binary oppositions by showing that such structures are not fixed, but fluid. Derrida's concept of deconstruction involves the unraveling and subverting of these hierarchies. Binary oppositions have been particularly influential in gender studies and feminism, where the male-female dichotomy has been critically analyzed, revealing how gender roles and identities are socially constructed and maintained. In cultural studies, binaries such as the East-West and primitive-civilized have been deconstructed to show how they perpetuate cultural stereotypes and colonial attitudes. The critique of binary oppositions raises fundamental questions about how knowledge is organized and understood, challenging the idea that opposites are naturally or inherently distinct. The concept of binary oppositions remains relevant in contemporary discourse, especially in discussions around identity politics, where rigid categorical thinking is often challenged in favor of more fluid and inclusive understandings of identity. In conclusion, binary oppositions are a key element in the structuralist understanding of human thought and culture, providing a framework for categorizing and understanding the world. However, the post-structuralist critique of these binaries, particularly through the work of Derrida and others, has highlighted their limitations and the potential for more complex and nuanced understandings of categories and identities. This shift has had significant impact across various fields, encouraging a reevaluation of how differences and oppositions are conceptualized and understood.